Welcome to Rag Rugs by Erin. This is part 3 of how to make a half circle rag rug using sheet yarn. This is a couple examples. In part 1 and 2 I went into more detail and I just got them started and we talked a lot more about it, and right now we're going to go ahead and just jump right into how to finish this rug because I'm sure some of you that have already watched part 1 and 2 would like to see that. So here we've got the corner that we're going to. If we were to continue around, this is going to be the last stitch in this corner. This is the last corner stitch. If we were going to continue and make the rug bigger, we would do 3 single crochets in this corner stitch. But because we are not doing that, we're going to see whether we're going to do 1 or 2 single crochets. I think that single crochet might work just fine, to be honest with you. So I'm going to leave it at that. You could do 2, and I think that would be acceptable too. So we're going to, I pull this out, and then I take the thread, the other sheet yarn, and pull it through to kind of lock it. But now we want to blend it in and hide this tail and to secure it. Here is, we didn't talk about the tools, I'm sorry. This was the 10mm or the N crochet hook. A good pair of scissors is what you're going to need. And here is the tapestry needle or the yarn needle. This is the number 13. I usually buy a number 13. If I can't get a 13, I get a 16. But I really like that large hole because as you can see, here's this piece of fabric folded in half, and how easily I'm able to thread that. Okay? So you want to leave your tail long enough. We have a little bit of a problem here that we need to be careful with. We've got another color here. So we're going to want to quickly bury this and then start working along here because it will be easier. So we're going to find a place to work this in and hide it. If you leave your tail too long, that means that much more you have to pull through. So be careful about that. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm trying to draw the knot through. That was the problem. Okay. Okay, see, now we don't want to continue with here because it might, well, I think we can actually because it's going to be able to be hidden. So we're going to move along and hide it all the way along because the blue is right underneath it. Alright? And all you're going to do is just find a way to move it along and hiding. Extremely simple technique, but if I don't show you, some of you, oh, I went too far. See, even someone who does it all the time can make a mistake. So we're going to pull that back out and show you this is not a big deal. We're going to re-thread it. See how easy that is to re-thread. Don't use a plastic one of these. I tend to rip them up. But I'm going to get underneath there. I somehow jumped over that. So here we are. See how I'm going through there? You won't be able to notice it because it's already blue and white stripe underneath there. Okay, I'm going to do it a couple more times. And I've learned a little bit more of a secure technique, so I'm doing that now. There we go. It's a little bit longer. Jumping ahead of myself. There we go. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to then swap directions for a little extra security. And I'm going to go back up the other direction. Pulling it through. Very simple technique. There we go. Now let me show you. You can do it farther if you like, and a lot of times on my rugs I do quite a bit farther, just because I'm kind of a nut to make sure that it's secure, but this is really adequate. So what you're going to do, you're going to give it an extra little tug when you get to the end of where you're going to do it. You're going to be careful not to snip anything else, and snip this off, and then pull it back out. Okay? And it's hidden and it's gone right back in. So now this rug has been completed. Okay? Very simple technique. Please subscribe, and you can see my other videos. You can see them whether you subscribe or not, but it makes it easier to find me on YouTube. I have circle rugs, oval rugs, runner rugs, the Caribbean Breeze, and my Bumpy Country Road, which is doing really well. Plus I teach you how to make sheet yarn, and I give you other valuable tips, and see my videos to help you with other things. So thank you for joining me for part 3, and you have a wonderful day.